Labour, Mr Deputy Speaker, to finish off, they are still in a state of confusion. This time, it is not 4 pages of their motion, Mr Deputy Speaker. They've shortened it to around 100 words, perhaps 280 characters. I'm not quite sure. But where they've cut the words, Mr Deputy Speaker, they haven't made up with in any numbers. Their motion includes no costings. There are no numbers in this at all. We have no information about this windfall tax. We have no information on the package of support for families and businesses. Mr Deputy Speaker, there is no detail there, but still a lot of confusion. There are no impact assessments, Mr Deputy Speaker. No impact assessments on the taxes raised, no impact assessments on jobs. There's 40,000 jobs in North East Scotland, 195,000 jobs in all. No impact assessment on fuel bills and no impact assessment on gas production. They've split energy from climate change. The Right Honourable Gentleman is the person who combined them, and now the Labour front bench have split them, which means inevitably they're following a policy of hammering business, Mr Deputy Speaker. They are not the party of business, they are the party against business. Have they spoken? Actually, the member for Kilmarnock, who often makes quite acerbic interventions on other opposition parties' policies. I sometimes wish he would probe his own party's policies as well as he probes other opposition parties. But he asked, had the Labour front bench spoken to anybody in the sector? And there was no answer. We didn't hear anything about whether they've actually engaged with anybody in the sector. Does Labour agree with our groundbreaking North Sea transition deal? No answer. Their solution, Mr Deputy Speaker, is again to hammer domestic UK continental shelf production, increase imports, reducing our energy security and increasing our emissions at the same time. Mr Deputy Speaker, Labour's approach is confused and misguided. It's not a plan, it's a motion. Less energy security, higher emissions, higher fuel bills. And I urge the House to stick with our approach, North Sea transition, support for households and the UK remaining open for business.